All right, time for the comic book part of the largest haul I ever had. Um, this is the first shop I went to, Urban Legends. These first ones here will be my 20-cent books. You see, I picked up this Pep. Love that face on her at the bottom. Um, Picked up this Marvel Team Up. Picked up this Marvel Tales. Looks like it's from the K collection. Looks like a K right there. Picked up this Dennis the Menace, big bonus series. He's at the San Diego, California. Must be near the zoo, maybe. Um, Picked up this Chuck Norris. I have the 3-part series of that, but again, you can never go wrong with a Chuck Norris comic, so that's enough said with that. Picked up this Richie Rich Jackpots. Richie Rich Jackie Jokers. This Richie Rich Millions. Really thought that cover was cool. It's a 25 center too. Richie Rich Success. It's got that silhouetted look, sort of that noir looking. I even like the logo over here for Harvey. It was kind of different. So it was kind of a neat. This Richie Rich here. That white cover, that 35 center. Richie Rich again. He's got an outdoor vault. We all got one of those, but he just happens to be showing it off. Picked up this Conan. Captain Canuck. Now, these start my dollar books. Again, he had a whole bunch of this stuff sitting there that were just $1 that, just neat stuff to work on. Again, his dollar ones are you buy 25, you get them at $20. So again, even cheaper than $1 by the time you're done. This is Jackie Jokers, Richie Rich Billions, and you can tell Rich is making literally a 10 out of his money. Wish we all had that problem. He's utilized the forklift to operate. Now, if any of you ever operated a forklift, and I have, there's no safety cage. There's no safety harnesses on any of those kids. So Richie's breaking all the rules, and as well as he's lifting them up to see in the game. Now, another sort of oxymoron with this cover is this kid's the richest kid there is, and he's putting them up on a Richie Rich forklift and making them watch the game when he could probably rent out the stadium. Just saying. Now, how about that one? Again, that's another 20-cent one. So, love the little floating heads with a little description of who's going to be in there. A little bit of this one where he's playing pool. The money one, putting his stamp on all of them. Picked up this Supernatural Thrillers with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Maybe one or two left of this. It's not a long series, but I'm almost done with it. So it's kind of one of those I've been just kind of piecemealing together every time I see them for cheap. Picked up a second copy of Street Sharks. This is a newsstand. So again, would be my second one of those. I think I now have number 1 and number 2. I think there was only 3 of them maybe made, and I've got 2 number 1s now. Picked up a Whitman Super 1 Legion of Superheroes. I love getting a hold of the Whitmans. Yes, it's a pain trying to tell what the numbers are, but it's still a Whitman, and I try to grab them. Now, this would be my second one of this one. Picked up a Solar Man, number 2. I think I'm working on my whole... There's only 2. It was a cartoon, one, show of it, sort of like a one Saturday morning one. Um, I'm just working on trying to put together a newsstand version and a direct version. There's only 2 in each, so it'd be 4 books is all it would be. So I think I can handle that. Little Audrey and Melvin, again, little floating heads over here for us to look at of different people. She went and put that on, tracked it up, confusing. Got some good Disney books for only $1. Picked up this one with Uncle Scrooge. It's the Beagle Boys versus Uncle Scrooge, but then picked up this Beagle Boys. Again, Uncle Scrooge making an appearance in there. Pick up this Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. You look, it's the only way you're going to keep those kids quiet when they're in there in the library, so he fixed the problem ahead of schedule. Picked up another Walt Disney. It's a Whitman one. Comics and Stories. Love this one. The red background really stands them out as they're all riding around him while he's sitting on his butt. It's an older one, of course, but it's a Whitman. Older is in, it's a 60 center, so it's in the later. Now, I originally had 1 and 2 of this. 3 is supposed to be a key for an appearance of somebody. I meant to look that one up. So it is the harder one to get a hold of usually, but he had it at $1. So, and like I said, I picked up that one. Picked up a duplicate of 2, since I already have that, and this one a couple times. Picked up this Green Lantern. Double up on the world's finest here. And the Marvel Team Up. Picked me up this Donald Duck. Yellow covers are always so cool with that because it stands them out. Now, Gladstone ran with those. You can tell this is 261. This is the later, but again, it's a Gladstone era, so everything is under them. It just kept the numbering going. I picked up a number of those Donald Duck ones as it moved forward. Again, quite a number of them. Now, this is what I think is funny, because I told my daughter, my mother, to get that, because, and I think I would too, is he literally made it a trash can he put up there for his junk mail. That way all he's got to do is just take it out and throw it all away. And I agree with him. Picked up this Mickey and Donald. Really neat. Mickey sitting there, putting a balloon up behind his back, making Donald think he's looking at Venus with that face on there. So that was pretty neat. And picked up this with the Marvel Adventures. Again, it's an animated type series, so I am trying to work on doing some of that. I've almost got it done. And the last of the dollar books comes as Indiana Jones, or the Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. Again, with the movie really not doing that well in the box office, I hope that it brings some of his books back down to normal instead of any of them being too high. And I'll enjoy that if I would have finished this eventually. Now, everything you're about to see from this point will all be $5 books. Now, I am working on the Superman Adventures. Now, I think that that is a really cool series. I want to try to complete it. So, number 7. I've got a bunch of these before this, the 1 through. Number 8. Number 9 with a little Lex Luthor on there. Number 11. Like that. Love that Lois as she goes across there being shot at. That's number 12. And again, most of these read like the animated series, and they're drawn that way, so they're very good. Picked up this Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Working on trying to complete that. This is part of the first series, I think it is, with the blue. And this is number 5 of that. Batman Gotham Adventures. Again, just trying to work on completing these 2 because of it. It's a neat series, so like I said, again, I'm just trying to complete it because it's very similar to the animated. Same thing with this. This is Batman Strikes. It's this one. I've got a bunch of them now. I've only got a handful left. Beware the Batman doesn't get the same credibility when it comes down to the cartoon that was on CN, but it also on Cartoon Network, but it also doesn't get it in comics because this really only ended up doing, I think, 7 issues. I'm almost done with this one. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Trying to get that glare. There we go. That's a little better. But you know, this is give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna try to bump my station up here a little. There we go. But this series is really cool. Like I said, it takes it straight off the animated stuff. I really did enjoy this. I thought he had a lot of neat guests. It really did have that Batman the Brave and the Bold feel to it. I think Marvel missed the train on that. Well, they should have done a Marvel 2-in-1 with the Thing with that, or they should have done a Spider-Man Marvel team-up one and capitalize on that, because this series done pretty well, and it would have been a good time to put it up for Spider-Man or the Thing and run that off of it. But you got that one. That one with a Blue Beetle. Now, I picked these up. This is the 2023 spring special, with spring coming up. It's a very big, time for me and enjoy spring, so I thought I'd enjoy these. It's some Zenescope. Have no clue whatsoever of the book itself, but the covers interest me. And picked up that one. Again, at $5 each, which again, you buy 2, you get 1 free, so they're really not $5. They really come out to something like $3 and something a piece. Picked up a Daredevil, number 64. Again, any of these I can get below 100 for cheap. I do. I got a couple in everything I bought that was that way. Picked up this Pep. Again, 20 center RG. I love picking up those around that time. This is a 3-parter that they did with Harvey Comics with Richie Rich and New Kids on the Block. Now, you cannot make that stuff up. Those 2 being put together is hilarious in itself, but just the fact that they were popular enough for them to stick them in something at one time, with it being a newsstand, I'm like all for it. So I'm like, yeah. All right, now this will be my last of my $5 books. Now, I seen Spinner Rack Dave doing a bunch of Blackhawks, and I completely agree with him and anybody else that says that these are just fun books. And I believe anybody, they're not as high priced, they're easier. Now, that's a go check, sent out to Dr. Silver Age. These are cheap, they're easy at times. Now, I've seen them stick high prices. I think Higgy Pop even said that. Sometime he'll go in and there'll be people that'll charge outrageous for these, but act like they're junk, but yet still want high dollar for them. But they're really fun. So, picked up that one. Picked up that one. Really thought that one was neat. It was just cool the way it's set up. I love the water line and seeing the bodies underneath and him being drugged down by that creature. All that's cool looking. And again, it's a go check. Now, I picked up a couple of Hulks, quite a number of them actually. Picked up this 201, again 25 center. Beautiful girl hanging off his leg down there. Literally Conan up there getting ready to slash him. Whether he's Conan or not, that's exactly what he looks like. Picked up this Captain Marvel. Already had this one, but again, it's supposed to have a key significance. So again, for the price, I'll pick it up. Picked up this Marvel 2-in-1 The Thing and The Man Called Nova. It's the annual. I needed that one for my run to complete my annuals. Now, picked up this showcase. Now, there's like an appearance or two before time of Jason's Quest. I think there was maybe 4 in this, if I guess right, out of the showcase. I got this one, and I got this one. Now, again, I'm trying to remember if there was 2 more, I think, before it, but I think that could be all of his appearances. Who knows? Picked up this Superman again. Already have this one. Picked up this Joni Future. This is part of the Tom Strong Terrific Tales featuring. Again, he has, there's probably about 12 or 13 books in that series of Tom Strong ones. And I love Tom Strong, so I'm trying to complete that plus the Tales. Here's a Tom Strong one I picked up. Again, that's Tom Strange, I think, is from Terra Obscura that he is meeting up with. So, again, just really fun stuff. Again, as you see, another Daredevil, number 84. Adventure Comics, which is a duplicate for me of them actually. Superman just being just what Superman does. Picked up I think this is number 3 of Dagar the Invincible. Pretty cool one. And last but not least, and it's good because my time is running out on my phone, so this will be the good hurrah for this. This is Spider-Woman number 42. Needed it for my run. These are my $10 and above books. Spider-Woman. Picked up the Smurfs number 1. I did need this one. I now completed this set. Picked up this beautiful Sabrina the Teenage Witch from 1973. Picked up this Justice League number 78. Good pickup to me for that. There's Brave and the Bold, number 149, where he's fighting against the original 4 Teen Titans. Picked up this one, Tough Guys, Wild Women. So from 1989, this is another one of those Eternity Comics ones. Picked up this to help with my run to complete my Avengers. This is my the annuals. I'm starting at 4, working my way up to, I think, around 12. Will cover all the years I'm trying to get. If I can go down a little lower, up more. I'm not going to go up more, but I will go down more. But that's kind of what I'm shooting for. And now I'm only short maybe 1. I picked up this X-Men 115. Again, needed that for my runs. Now, this is the $20 books. Again, they're 2 for, is that a 20? Yeah, that other one was 22, and so was the other. But this is the last of the 20s. Again, he does buy 2, get 1 free, so this literally was free for me. He told me to go back and make sure I grab one because I was going to be free anyway. And this is Detective Comics 442. It's a 100-pager for 60 cents, so it was beautiful with those cool little heads at the bottom. That's neat. Always makes me think of that time period. All right, so that's it from Urban Legends. That takes care of all my ones there. Coming next will be my $2 books that come out of Coliseum of Comics. There was a bunch of those, so I will attempt to go through all of them in one video, and then after that I'll do everything else. So it will stretch out to a couple of videos to get everything done. But that was everything. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate everything. Have a great one.